What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to that high limit credit funding. If that's something you like to listen to, we welcome you to subscribe. Otherwise, you can support our channel if you like, share, or comment down below. It helps our content get out to a much wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. As a reminder, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get the latest alerts on all the content that we drop here on the Credit Plug channel. So for today's video, I have a major game changer for you all. So this is a particular business product that has actually been around for a while now, but not too many people have reported on this particular credit product. So you'll probably hear it first. So this is the Divvy corporate credit card. So Divvy, that's Divvy, is a fintech organization. They've been around for a couple years now. However, their, main purpose with coming up with this particular corporate credit card product is really to give business owners insight into where their money is going in terms of the different expenses in their business. So one of the key features is having control over spending and setting budgets for different categories of business expenses. So the way that they're able to do that is with these unlimited virtual cards. So instead of having, like, let's say one credit card where all of your business expenses get billed to, you can have these individual separate credit cards where, let's say, you have marketing expenses, you have software expenses, travel expenses, etc., right? So you can set up these different virtual cards and then set like a budget for it. So, let's say you have like software subscriptions, right? You have all of those built to one particular virtual card, and you set you set your monthly budget for that, and it just ensures that you're not overspending, and it also prevents fraud as well. So an employee can't just, if you give them a company credit card, they just can't go and spend it anywhere or anything like that. It's really putting the power of control within the spending of a particular business. So I think this is a really great product. But anyways, in terms of the application process, so again, this is a corporate credit card. Even though that's what it's kind of billed as, it's actually more along the lines of a charge card. And I would say, if you think of the original American Express charge cards where you would have to pay them off in full every month, now in Amex, you could they have the pay over time feature, so you could revolve the balance, maybe up to 6 months or so. But with this particular corporate card, you have to pay the balance off in full. So the application process, I'll post a link in the description for anyone who's interested in applying. There's no credit check whatsoever, right? And the reason why is because this is a corporate account. So the main distinction with corporate accounts specifically is that usually to qualify for corporate accounts, either the business is going to have been established for quite some time to the point where the business can sustain itself, or you have to demonstrate that the business has substantial business assets. And usually that's going to be liquid assets in the business bank account. So most corporate programs, I know, back in the day, several years ago, it used to be like, you'd have to have like a minimum of $50,000 in order to even consider, trying to apply for a corporate type of account. Now, each company is going to have their different requirements. So I know, like Brex, you have to have $100,000 in your business bank account. American Express corporate program, you have to have at least $2 million in your business bank account. And with this particular program, they don't specify specifically what their threshold is. However, just as a rule of thumb, for most corporate programs, you're going to want to have a minimum of $50,000 in your business bank account. So that's just first and foremost. So this isn't really for, a new business that, is looking for capital and doesn't have, any type of liquid assets, you're going to have liquid assets. That's the whole catch behind the no PG, no personal credit check, right? When the requirements are lower in terms of getting your credit pulled for such a high, amount of credit limit, then you're going to have to show some other type of qualifications, and that's going to be your liquid assets. So just keep that in mind. But anyways, how the application process works, you just fill in your business information. You're going to put in the revenue over the last 12 months and what your average monthly business expenses are. And then you could also request what your limit, request a limit. And the guidance that Divvy gives is that, out of the last 12 months, pick the month where you had the highest business expense and add 10% to that. And that would kind of just be as a gauge to what your limit should be, if you do get approved for this particular type of account. So after you do all of that, you put in your business information, you're going to have to plug in your business bank account. So they're going to be looking at your business bank account, seeing what types of transactions, just pulling all of that data out there. But like I said, most importantly, they're going to want to see that you've had some revenue coming into your business bank account, and that you have, a considerable amount of liquid, capital, liquid assets, cash, money in your bank account. And like I said, the whole reason why it's no PG is because you've established that your business has a certain amount of liquid assets. So first and foremost, I know that might not be, not everyone's going to have $50,000 in their, a minimum of 50K in their business bank account. That's okay. Every product may not be for you at this particular moment, but I just wanted to share that, on the front end, just so that you're not kind of caught off guard if you do apply and you don't get accepted or anything like that. You're going to have to show that you have some business assets. And actually, what a lot of people have done to get these types of corporate accounts, whether that's Divvy, whether that's Brex, is leverage the cash injection that they got from some of these PPP and EIDL loans, because that's just going to show a high balance in your business bank account, and then leverage that to qualify for one of these corporate types of accounts that's looking into how much money you do have in your business bank account. So after you submit all that information, they will get back to you within they say 1 to 2 business days. So if it's the weekend, you're probably not going to hear back until early next week or so. But overall, this is a really, really good, corporate type of account. Now, because you have to pay it off in full every month, you do have to link your business bank account to your Divvy corporate card, and the money is just automatically taken out of your business bank account. So that's one of the stipulations with it. And I know a lot of people do voice concerns about some of these types of business accounts where they just auto debit in your business bank account. But you have to remember, like I said, there's no credit check. Because there's no credit check, they have to ensure that they're going to get their money back somehow. And the way they're doing it here, they already see, okay, you have X amount of dollars already. They're not like, let's say if you have $100,000 in your business bank account, right? They're not going to give you a $100,000 limit. They're probably going to give you, maybe a $25,000 limit, or $20,000, $15,000, etc. So it's never going to get to the point where you're spending more than what you have in your bank account, and they have read access into your bank account, so they will know how much money you have. So that's first and foremost. To even get past that part, they're going to know that you already have some money in your business bank account. And then, since it's being taken auto debited, they're going to get their money, so if you spend up the money, they know that they're going to get it back somehow, some way. So that's just one, that's just the trade-off, right? You're not providing your credit profile, but you have to qualify some other way, and that's by showing your liquid assets and connecting your business bank account. So, but this is a great opportunity, especially depending on the type of business that you have, right? You're not going to be using this type of account to invest in real estate or make any long-term capital expenditures, right? Because you have to pay it off in a short period of time. But depending on the type of business that you have, let's say, you have an e-commerce store where you're turning over inventory, maybe in a 2 to 3 week period, you can leverage this type of account without even having to use your own money. So let's say you have to purchase inventory and then you're going to quickly sell, turn that inventory over, get the money back, pay the account back, and just keep your profit. So in that type of business model, you could really leverage this without even having to use your own cash per se. If you're turning over merchandise, in a particular time frame or even within that billing cycle. So depending on what your business model is, this can definitely be leveraged. Again, if you're looking for like some type of investment, using this as investment capital, is probably not going to work out if you don't have the money to repay all of that at the end of your billing cycle. So just keep that in mind. But if there's anyone who has any experience with the Divvy corporate credit card, aka charge card, definitely let us know in the comment section down below. And until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.